Hello, everyone. Here we go. Happy Sunday morning. Oh, I honestly so grateful that we have this little bit of space together each week. So thank you so, so much. Oh, hopefully everything's good. Let me make sure microphone's on. Yeah, smashing it. Okay. All right, let's lie down. We're going to start on our backs today. Starting in just nice and slow. Keep it slow, keep it low to the ground, and then we'll kind of move and flow and get into a little bit more dynamic practice. So on your back, lay back, close your eyes, and just get yourself as comfy as possible. Amazing. And settle, just begin to breathe in and slowly breathing out. Taking your time just to check in. What feels good? What feels like it needs maybe a bit of movement? Is there anywhere on the body that's feeling particularly sore today or needs a little extra love? And if you're not sure right now, as we move and flow through the practice, just check in those areas where it might feel a little bit tighter, where the body is holding its tension. And let's just really sink in. Let's let the mat catch us. Just surrender to the next hour. I love that moment. It really helps me, that cue.
Lawrence after his apple drink.
Yes, exactly. Do you know, I was thinking the same.
Breathing in.
Right, hang on.
And slowly breathing out. Breathing in. Beautiful. And slowly breathing out. And that cue I love so much when someone said to me once, give yourself permission to just relax. Give yourself permission to move and flow in whichever way you need. It really helps, actually. So maybe in your head say it, I give myself permission to just be as present as possible. Every list of things to do, everything on your mind, it'll all be there when you finish the practice. So just take an hour to truly let go. And then when you're ready, we're just going to rock the head left to right. Breathing in, breathing out. And sometimes I love to kind of set an intention for the practice. Sometimes there's not much kind of on the forefront of my mind. But if you did want to kind of set the thought today to anything, if there's anything in particular you wanted to get out of it, even if it's just emotional release, time out, space, breath. If there's anything else, little wishes that you set in yourself or your word for the year, come back to it if you want. And if not, let's just move and flow with the intention of being present, listening to the areas. We hold our tightness, breathing in, keep that neck moving as fast or slow as you like, just really leaning into what feels sore and breathing out. Kind of come back to the center and just relax and make sure the neck is soft and everything's feeling good. If you have your legs extended, we're going to bend the knees and walk the heels in towards the glutes. We're going to do a little bit of work in the spine today, working towards our dancer's pose. Palms come down, squeezing into the glutes. Just start with this as a lovely little warm up, lifting a little bit. You're going to notice as you peeled up maybe the tops of the legs. Maybe you can feel a little bit in the back, maybe the neck, depending on how high you've come up. Listen to the body. Inhale. And as we exhale, let's feel that spine come down. Always feel that little creaking, that little tightness, especially in the morning. Good. Breathing in. Staying on the floor, breathing out. Awesome. Let's do it again. Breathing in, palms facing down, squeezing in, pushing into those palms, maybe lifting a little bit higher this time. So it's up to you, keeping it shallow or lifting a little bit higher in that pelvis. Maybe making sure the knees are squeezing in, chin to chest. Again, it's not meant to be too deep, especially at the beginning. This is just us warming up that spine, breathing in and slowly breathing out. Let's come down, feel all the vertebrae, feel the back body make its way onto the mat, just connecting with the floor. Amazing. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Lovely. And last one here, we're going to slowly lift back up. You have your option. You can stay where you are. You can wiggle those elbows in, maybe interlace the fingers, extend the arms out, chin to chest. Just lift it up. See where you're at. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Lovely. And then unraveling, coming all the way back down. Back body to the ground, reaching up towards the ceiling, arms up over the head. Lovely little arch here, reach the arms alongside the ears and really see if you can get that lovely openness in the chest, that little arch in the lower back, inhaling. Stretching long in the arms, feel that lovely feeling where, when you wake up and you just stretch the arms, that's this natural place you want to bring the body, right? Sometimes I see my kids do it, I'm like, oh, good stretch. Just feels good. And then as we exhale, maybe push into the feet, lift up a little bit into the tailbone and let the lower back come down onto the mat. Reach the hands up towards the ceiling and down alongside the body. Good. Again, inhale, reaching it up. Arms alongside the ears. Maybe arching that back or reaching. Arching. Breath. Inhale. And exhale. Just notice where that breath goes in this pose. It's really nice. We're starting to send it a little bit different places in the belly. You can feel it in the ribs and the chest. And then as we exhale, slowly bring those hands up towards the ceiling. Allow the lower back to soften down, flattening out, and bring the hands down. Beautiful. Start the class. And the last one. Inhale, reaching up, especially in the morning. I just love this one. Arms alongside the ears. Taking threes, just great. Maybe you can grab the palms over the head. Maybe work to really lengthen. Maybe you're really working on arching the back. See how you feel. Let's breathe in. Notice the breath and breathe out. Good. Breathing in. Amazing. And slowly breathe out. Amazing. See if you can just lift it a little bit. Allow the lower back to soften down into the mat and both hands are coming down alongside the body. Beautiful. We're going to wiggle the feet a little wider and then slowly drop the knees towards the right hand side. Great. Just taking a little twist here, hands onto the belly. You've got the option to keep the head and the neck looking up, or you can take your gaze opposite to the knees, so towards the left. See if you can wiggle the shoulder blades down if they're creeping up, and just getting that beautiful deep twist to start. Deep breath in and out. Good. Just enjoying that twist, breathing in. Again, thinking about we're sending the breath to these lovely little corners of the body, sending that bit of love, that oxygen. Really enjoying that twist just to get into that back body. Good. Inhale, slowly bring the knees back to center and the head. If you've taken that gaze over, and bring the knees this time over towards the left. Nice. I'm dropping them as far as feels possible. It's fine if they're a bit more upright. If they're down, cool. Make sure both of the shoulder blades are down onto the mat wherever the knees are. Good. Wiggle the shoulders down a little bit and maybe taking your head over towards the right hand side. So knees to the left, head to the right, and really working to build into that twist. If it feels too much with the head or gaze over, just look up or whatever place feels comfortable. Inhaling. And slowly exhaling. Good. Softening in the forehead, breathing in. Let's relax in the jaw, breathing out. Awesome. And just enjoying the magic of the breath in that twist. So good for the body. What a beautiful, healthy way to start our day. Inhale. And exhale. Fab. Knees back to center. And then just taking the head back, making sure everything's feeling good. Beautiful. So from here, it's going to be up to you. What I want us to do is imagine you're lying on like a towel looking out at the sea. You slowly kind of wiggle your elbows back. It's kind of what we're looking at here. And you're lifting up as if you're looking out to the sea. You kind of lift the chest up. Fab. We're going to shimmy your bottom just back a little bit and then see if you can come up onto the hands. Lovely. Again, we're just going to warm up the back body just so we can get a little bit more openness working into our dancer's pose today. So we'll start with the hands. You want the fingertips facing away from you. So not facing the way the toes are, facing the opposite direction. Good. Want the feet hip distance. Awesome. We're going to take just a little lift, playing a little bit with reverse tabletop. Now, we've not done this one in a little while, so I really want you to think about listening to your body. When it feels enough, just stop. You can stay here, lifting in the chest, drawing the chest forward. Good if you feel comfortable with the lift. What we're going to do is just lift a little bit in that tailbone, shifting the weight to the hands and the feet. Good. If you want it, we can lift a little bit more. Sometimes we feel it quite strong in the arms, and maybe lifting a little bit higher up, squeezing the shoulder blades together, pushing strong into those arms. So don't worry where yours is. All is good. You can be totally seated. Maybe taking the head back. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming all the way back down. Bringing the tailbone down, just sitting nice and tall. Beautiful. Inhale, we're going to reach up with that left hand. And as we exhale, we're going to bend down into the left elbow, and then we're going to see how it feels. So inhale, you can reach up. So you want to draw the chest forward to reach the hand up. Or option 2, you can lift up, bending in that elbow. Maybe see how it feels, lifting a little bit, or maybe lifting a lot. See what's going on here. Maybe lifting a bit more in the pelvis, maybe dropping the hand back, lifting into a little variation of that back bend of our wild thing. Drop the head back. Breathe in and breathe out. So remember, it's fine. Come down whenever you want, or stay seated and just lift that chest forward. Amazing. Wherever we are, slowly coming back down. Nice work, everybody. Good. Coming back to center, swing both arms back. Inhaling and slowly exhaling. Good. Left hand. So we start by breathing in. We're going to reach the hand up. And as we reach the hand up, I want you to lift and drop the chest forward. Hands coming up. Good. Maybe turning your body in the direction of the left-hand side. Option A, staying here, breathing in. Or we bend into the elbow, bending up, lifting a little bit, or lifting a lot. Up to you. Play with it. Take it in stages, dropping the head back if you feel comfortable. Lifting in the pelvis. Beautiful. Breathing in and breathing out wherever you are. It's all good. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming all the way back down. Bringing the tailbone down and bringing both hands back. Awesome work, everybody. Good. What we're going to do is make sure you feel nice and balanced. Shimmy your bottom back a little bit and bring those hands forward. Good. Then do a little bit of a seated cat and cow. So the hands come on the knees. You tuck under and the pelvis, draw the chin in. I find that lovely little seated cat. Sometimes I get quite a sensation in the spine doing it from this position. Tucking under. Inhale, slowly draw the chest through. Shoulder blades squeezing in towards each other. Good. Softening in the face. Soften in the jaw. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Nice work, everyone. Breathing in. As we exhale, tucking under in the pelvis. Really let the shoulder blades concave in. With everything tucked under, feel that openness in the back body. Inhale. And then exhale. Definitely feel that there today. The magic of cat, no matter what kind of upright or on the knees, the cat pose does so much for that back body for us. Inhale, lifting up and draw the chest forward. I genuinely try and do a few cat and cows every day. It really helps with that little bit of release in the back body. 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way back to center, just relaxing. Fabulous. I'm going to give you an option to do one more of a reverse tabletop. If you find it quite strong on the wrist, keep the palms so that they're turning in the direction away from the toes. You wanted to try a little bit more of a stretch into the hands and you've got that openness in the wrist, you can turn the fingers so that they face the same direction as the toes. Good. Bringing them behind you, inhaling, maybe lifting a little bit. That might feel better. Maybe lifting a lot. It's up to you. Maybe really lifting. Draw those shoulder blades in towards each other. Drop the head back. You get quite the stretch in that upper body, the arms. Lift up in that pelvis. 3. Good. 2 and 1. I know that one's quite strong. Coming all the way back down. Beautiful, everyone. And slowly just crossing the legs, coming into a nice upright position. Again, if cross-legged's not that comfy, do not worry about it. Cheers. Good morning. What a nice way. I don't know if you noticed, but we've done quite a bit of work in that spine, and it often suggests, it was my yoga teacher in Costa Rica, his name was Bendy, and he always said it was like a shot of espresso for the body to really hit your body with some great back bends in the morning. So I was feeling a little groggy on the mat, and I'm feeling like, hey, it doesn't mean it needs to feel the same for you, but cheers, everyone. Saying a nice good morning to our bodies, right? And then we're going to come onto our tabletop when you're ready. Awesome. Oh, beautiful. Nothing better than kind of moving, stretching. I think it's the perfect time to do it on a Sunday morning. A little bit of space for us, a little bit of time to relax in bed, and now time just to move. What a great way to start. Thank you so much for joining me. Inhale, arms come up. And as we exhale, bringing the hands down into your tabletop, we're going to walk the hands slightly forward, leaning forward. So you can stay here, but you can really draw the chest through. Again, thinking about that back body, pushing into the hands, breathing in and sinking back into your child's pose, arms extended. And forward and back. I'm going to invite you to do that as you see fit. Inhaling and exhaling for 5. Just rock forward and back, listening to what you need. Maybe feeling a little bit as we move into the hips, into that child's pose. Just breathe for 4. Amazing. 3. Feel the body. You've got this. 2. And 1. Joining me in child's pose when you're next there. Sinking down, just let the body settle. Breathing in and out. Feeling the ribs with the breath, maybe feeling the back body expand. Inhale and exhale. We're going to take the hands over and take a little side stretch. So we've done a little bit of work in the back body going kind of up and down. But let's take that little side stretch. So we're going to walk the hands to the right. Left hand on top and sink back. And again, it's really common if we kind of lean in the direction of the hands, drop that left hip down. Draw everything down, down, down. Make sure that the body's still square and breathe into that side body. Inhale and exhale. If you're holding any tightness there, really relax in the face. 3, 2, and 1. Fabulous. Hands coming forward and then over towards the left-hand side. Good right hand on top of the left. And this time you're thinking about sinking back into that right. So you reach, head nice and soft, relaxing between the hands. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Again, breathing in. Just feeling that lovely little side body stretch. Sometimes I feel it into the armpits, different for each of us. And slowly coming back to center. Good. Inhale, reaching forward and popping the body back up to that lovely tabletop position. Beautiful. Inhale, we're going to extend the right leg. Work the right hip down, draw in from your core, work the heel away. Oh, hello into those little calf muscles and push into the toes, releasing into the toes. Inhale and exhale back, forward and back. Oh, get that stretch. That feels good today. I've not done this one in a few kind of sessions. You forget how good these little movements feel. It seems so simple, but such a good one, right? Thinking about the different shoes we've had on, moving from trainers, maybe into flip-flops. I've still got my Ugg boots floating around. Just releasing in those toes and the feet. And then drop that hip down, right hip down, drawing from the navel and work the heel away. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's come back to center. We're going to wiggle that foot over as far as you can towards the left-hand side. And then I want you to look towards the left as if you're looking towards your toes. Making a little C shape with the body. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Good. Let's bring the head back, the leg back. Inhale, lifting up into that back leg, bending in the knee and slowly bringing it back. Now take the knees nice and wide, toes to touch, sinking down into a wide-legged child's pose. Again, you choose whether you come down to the forearm, stack to this, forehead on the fists, or sinking all the way down onto the mat. Let's breathe in. And out. Remember, you're in control if the hips are feeling like this is a bit too much. Bring them back in a little bit more parallel. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. Relax the forehead, soften in the jaw. Breathing in, coming all the way back up. You've got it, hands forward, lifting up into the tailbone, swinging the knees in so that you're back in that hip distance. Hands nice and wide in line with the shoulders. Good. Make sure you've got that lovely tabletop position in alignment. Drawing in from the navel. Inhale, we're going to extend the left leg. Oh, that side feels tighter. Drop the hip down. Hello. Little calf muscle. Oh, work the heel away. See how it feels. And then you move forward and back within that. Just trying to keep a strong core here, that lovely line of the spine. Oh, inhale and exhale. Anyone else? Hello to that back body. Sometimes different positions, you think, oh, if I hadn't met myself here, I wouldn't have realized how tight my legs were. 3. Again, holding wherever you want to. And then 1, we're going to come back to that lovely position. Heel drawing away, hip drawing down on the left-hand side, chest drawing forward. Good. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Coming back, shift the weight slightly to the middle. Lift up in that back leg and wiggle it over. So left leg as far as you can to the right, and then we look towards that foot. And just breathe here in that lovely little C shape that you're making. Inhale and exhale. Finding that beautiful release in the back body, right? Inhale and exhale, slowly coming back to center, bringing that foot back to the middle and knees come back to hip distance. You've got it. Inhale, taking the knees wide, big toes to touch, coming down to your child's pose. So wide-legged child's pose again. Yogi's choice with the hands, the arms, the head. You also have the option, if you really want to lean into it, is to let the chest draw down and really reach the arms forward. Your choice. See what feels right to you today. Just breathing into that tightness. Inhale. And breathing out. Exhale. It's one of the first things we've done in the hips. Play a little bit of breath here. Inhale. And exhale, just leaning in. You feel that tightness, just breathe through it. Slow down the exhalation. 3, 2, 1. Walking the hands in towards the face, lifting up into the chest. Good. When you're ready, we're going to lift up into that tailbone and slowly come back into tabletop position. Back. Good. Inhale, we're going to take some circles. So we're going to lift up into that right leg. Good. We're going to take the knee wide and then in. Good. Lifting up, around, and in. Good. You find your little flow here. Just breathe for 5. Nice. Think about your core for that balance. 4. If the wrists ever feel too much, come onto a fist. It's all good. 3. Nice. 2. And 1. Slowly bring that knee back in, dropping it on the ground, other side. Again, if you need the weight off the wrists, come onto that fist. Inhale, other side, and around. Good. Little smile if you like, just releasing the kind of hips, working into the tops of the legs for 5. Lift the core in this position. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely bit of work there, getting into the hips. Good. Inhale, we're going to walk the hands towards the knees and come up to a nice upright position. Fabulous. Let's tuck those back toes. We're going to play a little bit here with our camel pose. So start with the hands on the lower back. Inhale, roll the shoulders up. Drop the shoulders back and the chest draws forward. That might be enough. That might feel really good today. If you're thinking, oh, Megs, I'm really feeling it quite in the back. So stay there. If not, we breathe in. The chest and the spine elongate. And just see if you can tilt the pelvis forward a little bit and lean back. That might be the perfect back bend for you today. Good. Breathing in. See how far the body will let you kind of bend back. And then when you're ready, slowly coming back to that nice upright position. Exhale. Good. If you're somebody who knows you can get into a little bit of that camel pose, the arms extended, we'll start with what we've just done, and then maybe reach back, inhaling, squeezing and tucking under, leaning forward, back, forward with the pelvis this time, maybe seeing if one hand will come down onto that heel. If that feels good, stay there. If the other hand comes back, leaning back, just supporting yourself in that pose. Good. If the back body's really, really tight, lean back a little bit. If you needed to take it a little bit deeper, push the pelvis forward, and maybe see if you can drop the head back. It's up to you. You have to make that pose what feels good to you. 3, 2, and 1. And my suggestion is to lean back a little bit, draw the chin in, take your time, one hand forward, the other hand forward, and drop it down. Good. Inhale. And slowly exhaling out. Nice little back bend. Good. When you're ready, inhale, reaching up. We're going to bring the hands down, palms in front of us. Beautiful. Inhale, we're going to extend that right leg, and we're going to bend into the knee. Seeing how that feels today. Now, it might be exactly where we stay, just looking forward with the face, the chest, looking slightly in front of us. You want to play with that balance, maybe taking the left hand out, maybe left hand forward, maybe left hand back. All right, grabbing the toes if you want, there's your option. Maybe pushing into the toes, lifting up. So you can see where we're moving into a little bit more of that back bend. Kind of warming up to get into this little position on the knee. 3, squeeze the shoulder blades in towards each other. 2, and 1. Inhale, extend, bring both knees down. And you can take your child's pose whichever way you want, wide-legged, parallel, and sink down. You can feel the body in child's pose. A really great place to reset in that lower back, and take a breath in and out. Really great after that lovely camel pose. Good morning, right? To that body. Opening up, working into the spine today. 3, 2, and 1. Back, lift you back up. Arms coming forward, peeling the body up and bringing yourself back to that lovely tabletop position. Inhale, let's lift up into that left side. Good. So when we do, we don't want to let the chest dip. We want to push into the hands, look forward. Good. Option to stay here. This is great. Absolutely perfect place to be. You can reach forward with the right hand, maybe fingertips. Maybe that's where we stay. Maybe we just reach forward with that hand. Or other option is to bring the hand back, maybe bringing the hands on the toes. So you can just hold the foot, or you can push the toes into the hand. It opens up the chest, looking forward, playing with that little bit of a back bend. Breathe in, breathe out. I always feel it on this side. My son's had me carry him quite a bit this week, and he's heavy, just been grumpy after school. And I could feel that little bit of strain. Inhale, reaching forward, bringing it all down. Good. Now this time, instead of child's pose, we're going to take puppy dog pose. So we're going to walk the hands slightly forward, keeping that bottom where it is. And then we sink back. We don't come all the way to child's pose. We extend those arms. You're going to feel that lovely lengthening of the spine. Rotate the bicep out and down. Keeping the knees hip distance. Sinking back. Good. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in. So it feels quite good if you keep the chest a little bit lifted, rotate the biceps, draw the chin down slightly so the neck is long. 3. Good. Maybe coming up onto the fingertips, you can lift up there, sinking down. 2, and 1. Awesome. Lifting up in the chest, walking the hands in towards each other. Inhale. Love a little side stretch, reaching up. Good. We're going to reach through just to get that little twist. Really great. After the work we've done in the spine, inhale, reach. Nice. And bring the hand down on the side. Inhale, lift. Beautiful. Inhale, reaching through. Breathing in, lifting up. And bringing it down. Inhale, arching the back into cat. Oh, how good does that feel? You got the option to stay here, take that little C shape and kind of wiggling the tail left to right slightly, make little C's with the side body. Breathing in and out. A lovely little stretch of that back body today, coming back to center. Tuck those toes, lift up. We've not done much in those hamstrings, so take your time as you move into your downward dog. Good. Nice bend to those knees to start. Maybe we're working the heels down, one and then the other. We use our sun salutations to get into the backs of the legs, pushing into the toes. Good. Maybe you're sinking the weight back a little bit. To the next, feeling straight, looking up and down like you're saying yes, or left to right like you're saying no. I always think that first downward dog is so personal to each of us, especially in the morning. Breathing in and breathing out. Find some stillness. When you're ready, step or hop forward and let the body hang. Let the belly relax on the tops of the legs, maybe grabbing opposite elbow. You've got the option to take a little swing side to side if you want. Hello, little hammies. 3, 2, and 1. Just hanging out. Just stay here in your inversion just a little longer. Separate the hands. Inhale, find your version of your halfway lift. Bend the knees, and then take your time coming all the way up. Arms come alongside the ears, and palms coming in. Tucking under the pelvis. Good. Breath in, and slowly breathing out. Not bad. Shake it out. What a bit of work in that back body. Cheers, everybody, for kind of leaning into that. Hopefully you can feel that release. Grab a little drink with me. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Nice little coffee with all of you this morning. Usually I have tea, but another little coffee. Amazing. All right. So let's take some of our sun salutations. We're going to take it just slowly, just moving, flowing, waking up some of the other muscles that we've not done too much with. So bringing the feet hip distance, coming to the front of your mat. Let's take a deep breath in. Let it out. And again, let's take that sigh. Inhale. And let it go. Awesome. Breathing and reaching up. Little back bend, and as we exhale, hinge at the hips, reach forward, fold down over those toes. Good. You know where we're headed, little halfway lift. So either draw the hands up the legs, squeezing the elbows in, chest forward, legs extending, bending into the knees, coming all the way up. Or you could always take your fingertips forward, back bend. In. Exhale, thumbs in, tuck under, navel's drawing in, the bottom of the body, the lower part of the body's all tensing. You want to feel squeezing, like you're lifting a little bit above the kneecaps. Everything's tensing. It's really active, this pose, and stand in Tadasana. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. Dreamy. Inhale, reaching it up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, reaching forward, fold down over the toes. Draw that chin in. Halfway lift. Your choice. If the hammies are tight, bring the hands up the legs. If not, fingertips can come forward, chest drawing forward. Good. We're using this as a way really just to kind of release that backs of the legs. Bending in the knees, scoop it up. Breathing in, tucking under. As you exhale, the pelvis draw in from the navel, shoulders down. Good. Good morning to the body. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Inhale, reaching it up. Exhale, hinging, reaching forward, hold. And then bending down over those toes, chin in. Inhale, halfway lift. Draw the chest forward. Working into those hamstrings. Again, you can have the hands lifted, chest drawing forward, working into the backs of those legs. 3, 2, and 1. Bending down and reaching up. Palms alongside the ears. Exhale, tuck under. Good. Thumbs coming in. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. Great. Let's build into a little bit of our flow. We're going to step or hop back to our plank. You can lower either via the knees, or you can build it, go into your chaturanga, lifting up into upward dog, or go to the floor and push into your cobra. Yogi's choice of what feels better with your back. Inhale, reaching it up. A little more dynamic. Hinge at the hips, fall down over the toes. Exhale. Halfway lift. Good. Step or hop back to your high plank. Good. So here you can stay here, heels drawing back, drawing that chest forward, let the pelvis draw down or come down onto the knees. Good. If you're lowering down into your chaturanga, push into the toes, weight comes over those arms. You bend the elbows until they kind of line up with the side of the body, and then you drop the chest forward and lift. You're pushing into the hands. If you're on the knees or you're on your belly, lift up into a cobra pose, just as much as feels good for your body. If you're in upward dog, really work to draw those shoulders down. Good. Inhale, use your core, pushing into the hands, lifting up, and untuck those toes. Good. Palms nice and wide, flying downward dog. Good. I'm going to bend my knees and then work to extend the legs a little more. Up to you. You want to walk one and then the other. It feels really tight. Listen to your own body. Maybe bending and straightening. Trying to keep that lovely shape at downward dog. Yogi's choice though. 3. Good work. 2. Don't forget to breathe wherever you choose. And 1. Look forward between the thumbs, come up to the tops of the toes, step or hop. Lovely, hanging down. Inhale, halfway lift. Bending in the knees, scooping it up all the way. Arms come alongside the ears. And exhale, tucking under in that pelvis. Nice and strong in your Tadasana. Again, drawing in from the navel. Shoulders down, active in the lower part of the body. Maybe lifting all those toes. Inhale. And exhale through the mouth. Good. When you're ready, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, fall down over the toes. Good. Let's keep with this little salutation. Halfway lift. Bending in the knees. Step or hop back. Yogi's choice. Good here. So again, the option to come down onto the knees and slowly lower down onto the belly. Roll the shoulders up and push into your cobra. Or stay in your plank. Inhale, pushing over the weight comes over the wrists, elbows down, and we push up almost like a little push-up. But untucking those back toes. The pelvis is drawing down. Don't squeeze in the glutes. Again, if that feels way too much, drop the knees down. Come down onto your belly and lift into your cobra. Inhale, lifting up. Whichever way you like. If you're in cobra, come to the knees. Tuck the kind of toes. Find your cat pose and lift up. If you're in your upward dog, just push into the hands. Use your core and lift up. Good. Again, downward dog option here. You can extend one leg through a legged dog or bend the knee, looking underneath. That armpit. You can do this from the knee, or you can just leave it and walk those heels. Inhale other side, option to extend, maybe opening it up. We'll be drawing the gaze under the armpits. Inhale and exhale, bring the feet down. Inhale, coming to the tops of the toes. Exhale, bend, step or hop forward, halfway lift. Bending in the knees and coming all the way up. And exhale. Thumbs in, just find some quiet, maybe closing the eyes here. Just noticing any shift in the body. Sometimes you can feel the heart rate going. The sun salutations are so great. And that energy through us, warming us up. Inhale. And exhale. Nice and slow. Drop the shoulders. Maybe close the eyes, feel the body doing its beautiful little balancing for us. Amazing. Inhale. And slowly exhaling out. Beautiful. All right, so I'm going to face you for this one. You can stay whichever direction that you want. We're going to start to play with a little bit of our balance. So I'm going to bring us so that the feet are hip distance and the hands are on the hips. Nice. Inhale with me. And I want you to just slowly let that breath go just to reset the body so that we're not holding the breath. We're kind of reminding ourselves to breathe. We're going to bend the knees. So common that we hold the breath when we balance. We're going to bend the knees just a little bit, draw the shoulders down. We're going to lift one heel and drop, and lift the other heel and drop. 3, 2, and 1. And drop in, straighten the legs, come back to standing. Good. Next one we're going to do, you've got the option to do exactly that, or option 2, we're going to lift up and see if we can balance. Inhaling and slowly bending down. So maybe we lift one heel a little bit, the other heel a little bit, and maybe see how you feel like balancing there. Good. Drop the shoulders down, thinking about your core. See if you can lift the heels a little more. And maybe a little bit more. Nice one. Bringing it down and straightening it out. Inhale. And slowly exhale. If you're like me, sometimes I hold my breath. It's just a really good bit of time just to not do that. Exhale. Inhale. Bending down, maybe lifting both heels up. If the balance feels unsteady, keep it really shallow, just a little lift. Maybe see if you've got the balance. Think about your core. Maybe working a little higher here. 3, 2, and 1. Coming down and back. Good. We're going to bring the feet together. See how that one feels. So I'm going to have your big toes attached. We're just really close to each other. See how that feels. Inhale, bending in the knees. Good. You can lift one heel and then the other here. You can do it quick or slow, just one and then the other. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Bring both feet down and straighten back. And now our next one, we're going to keep our hands on the hips for now. Breathing in, bending in the knees. Your choice. You can see if you can balance, or you can do our little walk again. Heel, then heel. Maybe lifting here. You've got the option to bring the hands up. Maybe alongside the ears. Sometimes that helps. Squeeze. 3. Can you come a little higher? 2. And 1. Coming all the way back down. And bringing the hands onto the hips. Good. Deep breath in. And slowly breathing out. Nice work, guys. We're going to take a little bit more time in our balances. So that's just a little bit to kind of play with those little lifts of the heels. You're going to maybe use the wall if you need it, or a chair, absolutely fine. Just start with that little bit of stretch in the quads. So we're going to come to standing. I'll just show you from the side. Wherever feels good to you is cool. Inhaling and exhaling, bending in the knees. Good. So I'm going to shift my weight over towards the left leg, and then I'm going to draw my right toes in and peel that back foot back. I'm going to bring my hand and grab the toes if I've got it. Good. If not, you can keep the foot here, or you can stay with it lifted on your own. If you've got that toe, draw the knee in line with the other leg. So you'll notice if it's forward, it's not quite where we want it. If it's too far back, we're leaning forward. We want to just bring the knee roughly in line with the other leg. Your standing leg, don't lock the knee, keep a little bend in it. And then breathe in. What you want to do is draw in from your navel, squeeze in the glutes and tuck under, like you're squeezing, and drawing your pelvis forward. And that's where we get that little bit of work in the top of the leg, that quad. Good. Nice little bit of balance here for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Now from here, you can release the foot and see if you can draw the knee forward. Again, you can use the wall to balance, or bring both hands to the outside of that front knee and lift it up. Draw the shoulders down. Maybe point that toe. See how it feels to balance here. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Remember, we don't want to kind of overextend or hyperextend in this standing like that. You just take that tiny little micro bend. Good. Draw the chest forward. 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the foot down. Other side. Breathing in. We're going to bend the knee slightly, shift the weight. Standing leg's going to be the right leg, left leg comes up. Good. Again, you can have beautiful option to stay here and keep the toes on the ground, draw in from your core. You can lift up, maybe grab the toes. Awesome. So we don't want the knee coming too forward. You want to draw it back as far as you can in line with the standing leg. Draw the shoulders down in from the navel, finding that lovely long spine. Standing leg, try not to hyperextend, little bend. Draw that knee in. Good, tuck under in the pelvis, squeeze. If you squeeze in those glutes, draw the shoulders down, start to feel that little bit of extra work in that quad. Awesome, relaxing in the forward. We often do this when lying on our fronts on the mat. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly lifting up. If you feel comfortable, bringing the hands to the knee, lifting up. Draw the shoulders down. Maybe point that toe. Nice. Chest drawing forward, breath in and out. Relax in the face. Amazing. The jaw, chest drawing forward. And bring the leg down. Lovely little shake out. Good. Deep breath in and out. Good. All right, we're going to face you for this one, but same kind of premise. We're going to take the knee out. We're going to see how we feel with that bit of balance. So breathing in, we're going to draw the knee up, draw the chest forward, and drop the shoulders down. Point the toe. You can always use the hand to grab that wall. Now, right hand, if you feel comfortable, taking the knee out, tucking under in the pelvis, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. In the other hand, you can either have it on the wall, you can reach out, maybe take your pointer finger and your thumb together, maybe turn your gaze, if you like playing with that balance, towards that left hand. Good. 3. Nice. 1, 2. And 1. Slowly bringing it back in. Good. And if you still have your balance, take the left hand. Can you maybe grab it? Oh, I lost myself. I've caught myself in the screen and take it across a little bit here. Maybe reaching the opposite hand out. So don't worry if you had to put your foot down. Probably watching me. I wobbled coming back to center and down. Nice work, team. Shake it out. Deep breath. And breathing out. Awesome job. All right. Let's play with it on the other side. Breathing in. And as we exhale, lifting up, draw the chest forward. Again, you can use the wall if you need it. Hold on and draw that chest down. Or sorry, the shoulders down, chest forward. Left hand on the left knee, slowly guide it out. You can have the right hand on the hip. A little bit wobbly there today. Tucking under, squeezing. You really want to squeeze in the glutes and draw in from your core to find that bit of balance. Good. And then maybe reaching the hand out, pointer finger and thumb to touch. And if the balance is there, you can look towards that right hand, left knee out, right hand, gaze, and coming back to center if you've got it. So if you can cross it over, can you take that right hand, draw the knee across a little bit? Good. Other arm out, left hand out, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center, lift it up and down, shake it out. Ah. We're going to take a breath in and a breath out. Lovely. Really nice just to get into those hips. And from here, we're going to take a little bit of time in our dancer's pose. If you want to grab a quick drink just to reset, well, we're kind of leaning into, so it's a whole body stretch, but sometimes it's nice to get to a little bit of a peak pose, I suppose. There's many different ways to sequence a class. But today I kind of centered around our lovely balance of our dancer's pose. So again, if balance feels off, grab a wall. If you're feeling good today, see how it feels. You've got this. Breathing in and breathing out. So we're going to bend in the knees, slightly shift the weight toward that left-hand side and bring the right toes in. We're going to bend into that back leg. Again, this is a great place to be. You can just draw the chest forward, draw the shoulders down, stay, or reach back if you've got the toes, that's cool. Keep it really soft instead of really working into the top of the leg. There's no rules here. Keep it nice and loose. Option then to reach forward, maybe with that left hand, or hold on to the wall. Now what we want to do here is we want to push into the toes. We're squeezing the shoulder blades together. The chest is lifting. Then as you push into the toes, the back is going to arch a little bit, keeping the knee down. So we don't want that knee out. We want to draw it down. Good. And then maybe see how it feels to kick the toes out. Keep the chest lifted as you dip. Maybe a little bit, maybe a lot. Just breathe. Find a point in front of you. That's something that's not moving. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bringing it all the way back up. Amazing. and down. Awesome. Nice work, everybody. You beautiful dancers pose. Awesome. Now I'm going to do it from the other side. It's up to you if you would just want to stay there or if you want the wall, but it's just easier to see. So breath in and slowly breathing out. Hands onto the hips, feet hip distance. Little bend into the knees, shifting the weight this time towards your right leg and bringing the left toes back. So you can absolutely stay here, bending in that back leg. You can keep the toes on the mat and just work to draw the shoulder blades forward. Then you can bend and maybe see if you can grab those toes. Remember, it doesn't matter if you can't. This is a great place to stay. Good, keeping it loose. Because what we want to be doing is using that. We're going to slowly draw the shoulder blades in, similar to what we did on the knees. We're going to just lift, squeeze the shoulder blades in. Maybe that right hand comes forward, point your finger and thumb to touch. Keeping the chest lifted, then slowly dip. Lifting that back leg a little bit, dipping a little bit. We want to keep that back. Lovely stretch. Lovely balance. Good job. 3, 2. Don't forget to breathe. And 1. Slowly bringing it back up and down. Awesome, team. What a stretch. And don't worry where you were at with that. If it felt really good, felt a bit off or wobbly or better than you thought, awesome job wherever you are in that kind of pose. It is all so great, no matter what it looks like. Inhale, reaching it up. Good little back bend. And exhale, bring the hands down. Stay extended. Reaching it up. And bringing the hands down. And reaching it up. Bringing it down. And reaching up. And bringing it down. Good. Inhale, reaching up. We're going to link the thumbs, reaching up over the ears and over towards the right hand side a little bit. If you want to take it deeper on your in-breath, feel the spine, side body lengthen, maybe taking it over if you've got that range. Good. Inhale back to center. Keep the arms high, drop the shoulders down. Exhale, fab. Inhale, lifting up, maybe a little bit over towards the left. Deep breath in, maybe a little bit deeper. Stay for a breath in. And down. Inhale, coming all the way back up. And bring those hands down alongside the body. Beautiful. We're going to roll the shoulders up and back. Inhale. And exhale. Breathing in. And breathing out. Good. 3. Nice. Deep breaths, relaxing the jaw and the face. 2. And 1. Little shake out of those hands, reach up. And as we exhale, we're just going to fold down and come down onto the mat, whatever way feels good to you. Again, you can sit cross-legged with me, or you can sit any way that feels comfortable, or grab a chair. We come into that lovely little finishing. You stretches, beautiful team. Feel like we've really earned our Shavasana. Fabulous. Sitting tall, drop the shoulders down, navel in, maybe closing the eyes if you feel comfortable. Just taking a few deep breaths in with me. Slowly exhale out. Breathing in. Slowly exhaling out. And take our right ear towards our right shoulder, drop both shoulders down. If there's any other variation or extension of the arms you want to take, go for it. Otherwise, just stay here. Inhaling. Again, you can have soft or heavy eyes, or even close them now. Just lean into that little softness we can get. Soft eyes. Inhale, head comes back to center. Exhale, ear to the other side. Noticing there's tightness on either side, little cricks and cracks. Just breathe. Inhale. Slowly breathing out. Again, take whichever variation you might need of the pose. Just breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, head comes back to center, nice and slow. As we exhale, draw the chin down, drop the shoulders down. See how that feels for you. Noticing the pull across the shoulders. Deep breaths, soft eyes. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Inhale, head comes back to center and looking up. Drop the shoulders down. And just breathe. Slowly bringing the head back to center. We'll take a little bit of that release in the face, bringing the pointer fingers in between the eyebrows and just that lovely kind of movement, tracing around the eyebrows, maybe up into the forehead. Good. It feels good. Maybe just bringing between the eyebrows, just pushing up, up, up. And then coming back to center, up and around, and maybe some circles into the temples. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Just feeling that release. Sometimes it's nice to move the hands up and down, a little bit more towards the hairline, maybe a little more down towards the ear and up a little higher. Feel where you've got those little tight areas and where does it feel good to you. Deep breath in and deep breath out, finding that beautiful sweet spot, just releasing in the face. Good. And then we're going to come to the between the eyebrows, great one for hay fever season. Just little circles on the top of the nose and tracing down the cheekbones. So you can take it high on the cheekbones under the eyes. You can take it a little lower. You might feel those little bits on the side of the nose, having a little circle here. If you got any sinus pain, just listen. If that's what feels good, go for it. Leave it out if it doesn't. Nice. And again, the nostrils, a good movement to get everything going is those little circles on the nostrils. Good. Seems strange, but definitely something a doctor suggested, and I've always thought so good to get everything moving. And then when you're ready, just release the hands and finding that lovely little position that feels good to you, sitting upright. We're going to breathe in together. And we're going to slowly, slowly exhale out. I invite you to close the eyes. Maybe let the outer edges of the mouth curl up, finding a little smile. And as you sit in this stillness, I just want you to check in for a moment. How are you? Were you able to kind of find yourself lost in the guidance and the movement? Did it create any sense of quiet, maybe? Stillness in the mind. Maybe you feel that stillness in the body, that beautiful juxtaposition between the flow and the moment that we stop. And just soak it up. When you're ready, take a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth with me. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. Awesome. Find your Shavasana. Find your beautiful space where you like to release, especially in your home, using your creature comforts, your own space, your own sofa, the floor, blankets. You got it. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. I invite you just to lay down, take a moment, and just soften in the face. Relaxing the space between the eyebrows, really softening in the jaw, letting go in the teeth, making sure that there's no tightness there. And as you lay back, let the back body be supported. by the floor, just feeling the connection. Can you notice the kind of back body? Maybe if the legs are extended, the heels, maybe you can feel the glutes, maybe you can feel the bottoms of the feet if the knees are bent. I want you to just feel like you're tracing all around yourself as well. Like imagine you're drawing a little line around that space you've created on your mat. This is you, this is your presence, this is your beautiful kind of body, this incredible shell that is carrying you through this lifetime, breathing in, breathing out with a little bit of gratitude, being able to take up this space in this beautiful place, this beautiful planet. And as you close the eyes today and stop, I'm just going to invite you as we lean a little deeper into May. I'm going to kind of share with you my beautiful little wish that I leave you with often, but may you be happy. May you all be healthy. And may you ride the waves of your life knowing that you've got everything inside of you to tackle all of the tough stuff. You're strong, you're brave, you are enough. That is your beautiful Sunday stretch. I really invite you to take the quiet and the peacefulness with you into your day. And I thank you with every little bit of me for, meeting me each week. It truly is a gift to me to be able to practice yoga with beautiful souls, in the comfort of our homes, and, with the magic of technology. So peace and love. Look for the glimmers this week, the great things, find some gratitude in the small things, and I'll see you again next week, all being well. Peace and love, my beautiful friends. Happy Sunday.